back into the private piece downriver, the piece that I've been working all year, the piece that houses that big 10-point. And I'm kind of back where I'm pretty sure he corridors toward bed. The same spot I sat the other night. With all that deer activity, I'm hoping in the morning I'll catch him running or bushing or something back here in the thick timber. This is day 3 of the rut hunt. And it was, 15 degrees with a real feel around 0 when I got in here this morning. We had about 2 inches of snow overnight and a major cold front. It was 55 degrees Saturday afternoon, and it's real feel of 0 here Monday morning. So, I got the late season camel on. I brought the heater bodysuit as backup just in case, but I've been doing okay. And I guess we're going to sit up here for a few hours and hopefully we'll either catch them passing or catch them running around in this deep timber. Otherwise, going to pack it up kind of earlier, late morning. Get home and get some stuff done before heading back out in the evening to the private piece further upriver. Yesterday morning, we were hunting out there. We being me and the guy that leases the property, a good friend of mine. And it was a really, really slow morning compared to the morning before. Just about the time we were thinking about probably getting out of there, 10 o'clock in the morning or so. After not seeing much activity, he suddenly had a nice 8-point come within 15 yards of him. Just came out of nowhere. He's able to get a good shot on it. Then he headed home for a few hours to let him lie. I actually got down and moved to a stand closer to that area because we thought there's a lot of buck bed activity going on. But while I was sitting there, I saw a deer bedded down and I was watching it. It was about 2 hours later and I actually watched his buck die. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Just a complete chance encounter. I was watching it thinking it was bedded down and I watched it die. Just good confirmation, but unfortunately I didn't see any more shooter bucks. And a friend came back later that afternoon so he could get his deer out during daylight. So we ended up calling it early and didn't get out for an evening hunt yesterday. But I've got all day today, all day tomorrow before I have to go back to work on Wednesday. So cold or not, I'm going to be out here trying to get this done. I'll check back in if we see something. GoPros are not handling this super cold very well. I think that battery froze up and said it had no power left, but hopefully I got some of that from all those fawns walking by. I'm pretty sure those fawns were bedded in this thick timber. nice to get some does to come bed right here, but I don't foresee that happening the way this week has been going. I'd really like to see a mature deer. While I was watching those fawns, I did see a bigger bodied deer cross the horizon like 120 yards away. Just in and out of the windows in this thick tree cover. Couldn't make out, but I'm pretty sure it was a doe, just the way it was moving real quick. Anyway, I guess I'll sign back out. Hopefully these cameras hold up. Hopefully we get a mature deer to pass by.
Well, it's about 8:45, and I still got that stinking fawn bedded right over there, 35 yards away. Pretty much dead downwind even, just laying there. Saw a decent doe pass about 60 yards. I got pretty aggressive with the doe distress or fawn distress call. And right along. Short stops, we can never get her to look and break off of her line. And I don't even know, I guess she's heading out to the tall grass maybe to bed instead of back in here. But I'm gonna give it about 30 to 45 more minutes. If I don't see any movement, I'm gonna get down. I'm actually gonna move this stand probably 80 to 100 yards up. There seems to be a decent trail up there, kind of passes the game cameras I have on this boundary, and I've seen between the other night and this morning quite a few deer kind of travel that corridor. With the fresh snow last night, I should be able to go up there and see if there's any fresh scrapes on that line, or if there's just heavy traffic line. Try to set up just back off of there, so I can sit in there tomorrow morning and hopefully at least get a doe passing that trail. But yeah, we'll give it 30 to 45 more minutes here and see if we get lucky. At least take home a doe this morning, and otherwise get home and thaw my feet out and get some food in me and get ready for this afternoon. So yeah, hopefully at least get something going. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. I'm finally out of that piece. I ended up getting down a little after 9 o'clock. And of course, when I got down, I don't think this deer was going to come into the stand area, but I did get a good glimpse of a younger, decent buck. And I don't think he saw me or anything. He was just cruising with the nose to the ground. So I kind of went up, after I got most of my gear down, did a little quick look around in the snow. It's like it was a fresh snow last night, so looking for those prints. And I was able to find quite a few different doe trail and fawn trails and two different sets of good buck tracks. One was the younger buck that I actually saw kind of right on the field line, on the tree line. And the second was just off the tree line, kind of more out in the open. Much bigger tracks. I don't know that it's the Big Ten, but decent sized deer. And kind of looked like he was cruising just off the tree line. So I was able to find a decent tree. It's not a lot of great trees down there, but find a decent tree along that tree line and get my stand taken down and moved over there. That X-stand backcountry pack, move it over, get it up in the tree, and get the camera gear in there for tomorrow morning. And yeah, hopefully we can, it'll be easy to get into that tree without disturbing anything at all, because it's right on the edge, and get there with minimal impact. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sit with the wind right in my face in order to sit in that spot and have good cover on the open field edge. But might catch something cruising tomorrow morning. Still gonna go out this evening to that private piece with my friend and hopefully fill the buck tag tonight. But if not, I feel like I've got a good shot in the morning at least to get a doe. But it's supposed to be even colder tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll sign out for now. Not sure I'll have camera gear with me tonight, probably not, just out of respect for his property. And if anything, hopefully I'll have some pictures of a good deer. So, signing out now. Well, hopefully you can see me and hear me, but just a quick recap, just rolling through town after, I'm not sure what that Tacticam footage is going to show or not. I need to go home and review it here, but hopefully it shows you what was going on. I sat on that private piece and it was an okay evening. Deer here and there, had a nice buck come within 20 yards, just face on, and I was able to get drawn on him and he just would not turn. And eventually the little buck that he chased through there was behind me and made me move in, and I think that little buck busted out, and it got the bigger buck to finally just turn, and he turned around and went straight back the way he came, never gave me a shot. But the last half hour, full on crazy rut action with deer running like crazy, and I did get a shot at a buck, which I need to review the footage because we could not find the arrow, and I'm not sure if we hit him or not. I was in such an awkward position with 1 foot on the platform and 1 foot in the crotch of the tree, and I couldn't watch close after the shot because I didn't want to risk falling off the platform. by turning my head and losing my balance.